in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
No,
1.
not 6.
Welcome to Retro Smash Gaming Podcast.
Are we gonna start with 5?
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wait,
Welcome
do you wanna
to
start with 6 though?
Retro Smash Gaming Podcast, your bi-weekly retro gaming podcast.
Yeet.
I am Eric. Joining me today and every day is Nicholas.
That's
Nicholas, how are we doing?
I'm good.
Wait, what do I say? The man, the myth, the legend, the man who farts in people's soup.
I had one ready for you until you started doing the intro.
All right, let's hear it.
I was gonna say, the man who can teach a man to fish and feed him for life, but would rather feed a man to his fish and feed him for like 6 years.
Okay, so I saw this headline. Listen, I saw this headline the other day. A guy was eaten alive by piranhas when he jumped in a lake trying to avoid a swarm of bees.
Oh God.
How fucking horrific.
Well, unless it was allergic to bees, then it's like, well, that's a no-win situation, right?
Okay, so I screenshotted it, sent it to my wife, and she said the same thing. Like, he was probably allergic to bees.
Yeah. If he's allergic to bees, that's a no-win. That's a no-win situation.
Okay, first of all, I didn't know. So I was telling a buddy of ours, Dan, I'm like, I don't want to say I didn't know piranhas were like a real thing because I obviously know they're real, but like I didn't know like that, like they were just in lakes and shit.
Right, and that's my next question. I'm like, who says random just spawns of piranha just in their lake?
So this kind of spawned into the thing when I was talking to my wife too, and she's like, well, how big are piranhas? I looked it up, and apparently on average they're like a foot long and like 2 pounds.
What?
Like, how the fuck did they eat people? Like, that makes it scarier.
I thought they were like no bigger than, like, if you were to expand your hand out as wide as you can, I thought they were like no wider than like from your thumb to your pinky and like that no far wide.
You thought they were smaller.
I thought they were too. Yeah.
I thought they were bigger, like, a couple feet long.
Oh, I thought they were like little itty bitty things, but there was like so many of them.
Yeah, so we were both wrong, but it's somewhere in the middle. Apparently, piranhas like bite people, but there's only been a few cases of them actually eating somebody alive like that.
Oh God, he was eating.
I thought it was a bigger. It's like the whole thing.
Was he bleeding when he jumped in? Because aren't they attracted to blood, or is that just an old myth?
I don't know, but it's like one of those things you've seen like people post online saying like, when I was a kid, I thought quicksand would be a bigger problem.
That's fair.
I thought the same thing about piranhas.
Yeah, believe everything you read online, right?
Absolutely. All right, what are we talking about today?
Well, I was going to say, speaking of believing everything you read online, are you going to believe all the questions that I'm about to give you? Are you going to get them right? You believe you're going to get them right?
I got the last one. I got 5 out of 7.
You got 4 out of 7.
I got 4. Okay.
So you passed.
Just let me say 5.
I'm not letting you say 5. You got 4 out of 7. You passed. You won. But I think I got you this week. Actually, I don't know. Okay, before I give it away, let's go ahead and do it. Is it this or is it that? Eric has to choose this or that. I don't have a funny voice for this one. Okay, are you ready?
Nope.
So your category for tonight, what is a man but a miserable pile of foreign vehicles?
Okay.
How much I know you said you were playing Dread in the Metroid series. How much Symphony of the Night did you play? And how much do you remember?
I played up until I fought Dracula.
Oh, wow. Did you not finish it from there? You didn't finish the game from there?
No, when you fight him within the first couple minutes of the game.
Oh.
Like the very beginning.
Oh, gotcha.
That's all I played. I need to go back to play it. But
yes.
Honestly, like a lot of the time I have for the game playing is dedicated to this podcast.
Right, yeah.
So if we cover the game, I'll play it a lot more, but a lot of my like free time is dedicated to the podcast.
Well, now I'm totally on board to get you to play more Symphony of the Night, and you're going to wish you had played it before this game.
Oh, God.
Because your category for tonight, you're going to get 7 questions. You have to tell me if the object is a boss that you fight in Symphony of the Night or a vehicle made by the Kia Corporation.
Okay, I do not know anything about cars. I know they go vroom vroom.
They do, indeed.
Or
if they're like mine, they go.
And I know even less about Symphony of the Night.
So this is going to go great. I think I'm going to break your winning streak here. All right.
Winning streak of 1?
Hey, it's still a winning streak.
Or 2?
It's still a winning streak.
Who knows?
Right. All right. You ready?
Nope.
Good. Number 1. Legion.
Legion. Okay. That would be a pretty lame name for a boss. So we're going to like Kia Legion. Kia Legion.
Right. And I was going to say, sound it out a little bit. See what it says to you.
Castlevania boss, Legion. Kia Legion. Neither of them sound good. Let's go Kia Legion.
It is a Symphony of the Night boss.
Fucking course it is.
It is the... It is actually one of the cooler bosses. It's the large, like, ball, the large shell of human bodies that you break apart.
Cool boss, lame name. NASCAR named him.
No, actually, the Bible named him.
What do you mean?
Apparently, like, the Legion was from a story in the Bible of a man who was possessed, and Jesus asked this gentleman, like, what his name was, and the gentleman said, we are Legion, instead of just being by himself. Ooh. So he was possessed thinking he was multiple people or something. I completely butchered that. Yeah. I think I completely butchered that, but yeah, I was doing my research on this before, because I do more research for this podcast than I think I do for anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always one of those things where it's like, I know more about this than anything. Can we feed this to our kid? We'll find out. Who cares? It'll be all right. All right, so 0 for 1. All right, number 2. I don't know how to... I'm going to give you both pronunciations. Scylla or Scylla? Scylla. Scylla. Scylla? That's how it's phonetically... That's how it's spelled. Scylla.
Ooh, Scylla?
Or Sculla if you want. I don't know. This isn't the national... this isn't the Scripps spelling bee. I don't know. I don't get paid enough for this.
I mean, dude, if you want to talk about your pay, we could do it after the podcast.
I gotta feed my kids, man. You're getting paid for this?
Let's go Castlevania.
Yes, it is a Symphony of the Night boss. It is a figure that has a woman torso, 3 dog heads, and eels for legs.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's weird. Okay, so you're 1 for 2. Good job.
1 for 2.
All right. Oh, my handwriting is atrocious. You may be getting away with a couple of these, and if you're out there with the actually crowd, leave me alone. Number 3, Seltos. Seltos. Seltos.
I'm just going to play the game here and say that the last 2 have been Symphony of the Night bosses, and we're going to go Kia this time.
And I was hoping you would do that, because you are correct there. It was a Kia vehicle, the Kia Seltos. Introduced in 2019, it is an SUV crossover.
Okay.
Number 4, Pegas. Pegas. Pegas.
I feel like I've seen that before somewhere. Let's go Symphony of the Night.
It is a Kia vehicle.
Damn it.
It is a 2017 sedan lift hatchback style vehicle.
Pegas.
So you are 2 for 4?
Okay. I'm shooting halfway.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You need 2 to win. 2 to win. Let's do this. Number 5, Slogra. Slogra. Okay. Slogra.
I do not think that a car company would name a car Slogra, because slow. Like, it seems like bad marketing. We're going to go Symphony of the Night.
Wow. That is the first time you actually used logic and it fucking worked.
Oh, bullshit. That's the first time I fucking used logic.
But you are right.
Maybe it's the first time it worked. But
the first time it works. Yeah, so he is a demon. He's a knight who serves death.
How do you know it's a he? You see his dick? Let's say it, okay?
Oh, we're
gonna go there. We're gonna do
identify.
That. We're doing that.
Did I just assume it's gender?
Unless you see its dick. Do you see its dick?
Why do I talk to you?
I don't know.
Why do I talk to you? All right, so you're 3 for 5. Number 6, Cadenza.
That sounds evil. Cadenza. Let's go Symphony of the Night. I feel good about that one.
Well, I don't know why you felt good about that, because it is a Kia vehicle. Yikes. It is a 2000. It was introduced in 2009. It's a sedan / liftback, like hatchback. All right, so you're 3 for 6 so far. Last one.
All comes down to this.
It does. Number 7, Optima.
That's a car.
Okay, I was hoping I was going to throw you for a curve for that one.
Whew.
It is a car.
Another week, another win.
Yes, it introduced in 2000. Most recent was in 2019. Almost 200,000 sold.
Is that a lot for cars? I don't know if that's a lot. That
That-
seems like a lot. Like,
that-
I can't think of 200,000 of anything. So, like, that's a lot. But is that a lot for cars?
It was one of the highest selling they had. I mean, they've had about 40 to 50 different cars or brands. I don't know. Well, Wikipedia is always right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, 200,000 sold. So damn, son, 202 weeks in a row, you win again.
Q and DJ Khaled.
Oh, I thought we were gonna cue in the Price is Right music.
No, all I do is win.
Oh,
Except when I don't.
I'm saving that for your intro next week. A man who all he does is win, except when he doesn't. All right, this week we are talking about perhaps one of the most stressful games I think I've played by myself in a long time.
Left 4 Dead.
Yes.
Were you waiting for me?
I was waiting for you. I put that on the tee for you, and you just kind of stared at it.
I missed it.
You did. No, you didn't miss it. You just kind of stared at it.
But okay, so we've been friends for a while, and you've said that phrase a lot. You put the ball on the tee, and you expect me not to hit it. And I've always visualized T-ball.
Right? Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, like when you put the ball on the tee and expect somebody to hit the ball.
Okay.
Are you new here?
Okay, listen. So I've always visualized T-ball. And then, I don't know, a year or two ago, I'm like, no, he's talking about fucking golf. Putting the ball on the tee. But now you're telling me that it wasn't about that. It was actually about T-ball.
But you visualize putting the ball on the an actual. I guess it could be either one, but normally if I'm going to put a ball on a tee, I'm going to put it on the baseball tee. I'm not teeing up your golf ball for you.
Just tell me right now so I can visualize the right thing. Which one's it about? T-ball?
Yes.
Okay, but you're a grown-ass man. Why are you thinking about T-ball? Like, why would it not be golf?
Because I'm not putting a ball on a tee for you in golf. You do that your damn self while I'm drinking beer in the cart.
Okay, fuck it. Yeah, we'll go with it. T-ball. That's what it is, because we're grown-ass men who play T-ball.
Yes, we are.
Okay, Left 4 Dead. Okay, so this was a game that came out on November 18th, 2008.
Oh, you have 18th? I have 17th on my notes.
Okay, so when looking this up,
ooh,
I saw that it was the 17th on Wikipedia.
Yes, always correct.
But then I went to another article on Wikipedia and it said the 18th.
Oh.
And then I saw another article and it said 18th. So I'm like, fuck it. It's the 18th. I'm like, nobody's going to, actually check this. But now that you called us out on it.
Actually.
This was published by Valve.
Great company.
And it was developed by Valve South. But it was really developed by Turtle Rock. But before the game released, Turtle Rock was bought out by Valve, and they made Turtle Rock Valve South.
Oh.
So, I mean, officially it was developed by Valve South, but it was really developed by Turtle Rock, from my understanding. Fact check it.
Yo, dog.
That's what we're going with.
Yo, dog. I heard you like Turtle Rock.
So, actually, before this game released, Valve put out like a teaser trailer type thing.
Okay.
For it. And it came out on Halloween. So, like less than a month before the game came out.
Right.
And it's the video that plays like when you boot up the game. Did you watch this when you played it?
Yes, which is a great video, by the way.
Yeah, it's like 4 minutes long. And it sets up the game for you. It kind of tells you how the mechanics work in the game, because you have the thing like with the witch. And like one of the characters, I think it was Lewis, like went to shine his flashlight on the witch. Then Francis like knocks it down.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Bill knocks it down. So it kind of tells you, okay, don't shine your flashlight on the witch.
Yeah.
Zoe throws a pipe bomb and all the zombies come and, just like congregate around, they're attracted to the pipe bomb. So it kind of sets up the game a little bit for you. And they did this so you could just jump into the game and you kind of already know these things.
It's genius.
It is. And it's a great video.
Yes.
So it also sets up the story of the game. There's this outbreak of green flu in Pennsylvania. And essentially it zombifies people.
Sweet.
So you play as one of 4 survivors. You got, Bill, Zoe, Francis, and Lewis.
Yes. Oh, good pull.
And the video starts with you finding a zombie and you're discovering like it evolved somehow. You got this like green goo coming from it. So it starts off like that. Then you got a couple minutes of the zombie slaying. After you make it to like where you're trying to go, Lewis says, "We made it," and he's all excited that you made it. Bill's like, "We made it across the street. Like, don't throw a
Right.
party." And that's where the trailer or the video, whatever you want to call it, ends. And it ends on the rooftop where you start the game at.
Yeah, where you start the what essentially is the first campaign.
Campaign, yep. I can't imagine that you haven't at least heard of Left 4 Dead if you're listening to this. But if you haven't, it's a first-person shooter game. It's like a heavy co-op game. So you play as one of the 4 survivors, but you have the 3 other survivors on your team as well. And they're AI controlled unless you're playing with like an actual person with you. There's a couple different game modes in it. There's survival and the campaign. I think we're going to focus mainly on the campaign.
Yes, I played through the campaign. All 4 of the campaigns I played by myself for this game. I think it took me in total probably I played on normal. I didn't play on easy. I played on normal 'cause I'm a big boy. All 4 of the campaigns combined.
Yeah, you're a big boy. You played on normal and not hard. Okay, don't pat yourself on the back.
Dude, this actually was a pretty good challenge on normal. I'll get to the gameplay in a little bit. But yeah, I think it took me like a total of about 6 hours to complete all 4.
I should have timed it. I didn't.
I just know because I beat 2 on one night of streaming in about 3 hours, and then 2 the next night on streaming in about 3 hours. Twitch.tv/Weldy time. But it took me a total of about 6 hours. But that was just playing by myself.
Again, that's the campaign. The survival, I mean, we'll just touch on it really quick. It's like how it sounds. I think it's like the ending of each campaign. The survival is like you choose one of the scenarios. Is that right?
I
Like
actually didn't get into the survival mode.
I didn't either this time playing through, but if I remember right from playing it a while ago, like years and years ago, you choose, like, I remember playing survival on the top of the hospital, and you just have like fucking hordes of zombies
And that's
coming
what
at
I'm saying.
you.
Is it like a horde mode?
You just try to
kinda?
survive, survive, you know.
That makes sense.
So like you were saying, there's 4 different campaigns, and there's a couple like DLC campaigns as well.
There are?
There are.
Oh,
And
I
each
didn't know that. Ooh.
Ooh. And each campaign has 5 chapters or 5 levels in it. Levels have you traveling from safe house to safe house, essentially. So you start out, in level 1, and your goal is to just get to the safe house. And once you get to the safe house and all the survivors get in there, level ends. Next level starts with you in that same safe house and get into the next safe house. And you do that through, like 4 levels. And that last level on the campaign, it's like you are being rescued by someone.
Mm-hmm.
You call in the rescue from the radio, and then you just have to fight off like hordes of zombies and different people come to you until the rescue comes.
It's a little stressful.
No, it is stressful. The zombies, like you got normal zombies in it. You have like the normal zombies will come in like one of 2 varieties. You have wanderers, which are just kind of what's the word, like stragglers, like just kind of just here and there, or you have hordes of zombies, which what they say between like 10 and 30 zombies, I think I read. But then on top of the regular zombies, you have like special zombies. You got a smoker who has got this, I don't even know what it is. It a tongue?
I think it's a tongue because I hope it's a tongue because every time I got eaten, I was like, oh, finally getting some tongue action. Or like when it wrapped around my neck, I was like, ooh, tongue action.
Yeah, so you got this tongue. It'll shoot from, quite a while away, grab you and like pull you closer. You got a hunter who's like this quick zombie that will jump on you and pin you down. You have the boomer, which is this big fat guy.
Easy.
I was trying to think of a politically correct way to say it. I'm like,
fat guy.
Fuck it, fat guy. Like I'm not skinny myself, so I could say fat guy.
There you go.
And he will puke on you. And if he does, this attracts hordes of zombies. You have the witch, which is this...
the witches.
I thought that as well. The witch just sits there and cries in like a certain spot. And you could avoid her, just go around her if you can. Again, don't flash your flashlight on her. But if you startle her and just catch her attention, she'll attack you. And she's one of the stronger ones.
If you startle the witch, you're going to have a bad time.
You will.
You will have a bad time.
I did not pull it off in this playthrough, but if you have a shotgun and you like sneak up to her, you can crown her.
Oh, really?
Is that right? Like you could just shoot her once in the head and she's done?
I tried to avoid it as much as I could, but the AI in the game is both good and bad because it's like I'm sneaking around. I'm like, okay, I'm avoiding the witch. This is gonna be fine. And then I get a message that's like, Francis has startled the witch. And
Yep.
I'm like, you son of a bitch.
The last special zombie is the tank, which is, I mean, he's a big fucking tank. He's strong and he's hard to kill.
And he takes a lot of ammo and a lot of bullets to kill too.
He's hard to kill. What's interesting about this gameplay, and I don't know how much research you did on this, but is the AI director. Do you know anything about this?
Not the director, but I did have some notes about the AI in the game, but go on.
The AI director is the artificial intelligence in the game that kind of guides your experience. And what it will do is, like, depending on the game state, like, meaning like what your skill level is, what your health is, where you are, just kind of overall like how you're doing in the game, it will determine how the level plays out, like how many zombies you get, when you get the zombies,
Huh.
where they spawn, if a witch or a tank will spawn. It'll determine if like a first aid kit spawns in the certain point, or if it's pain pills or something like that.
Huh. It determines your whole gameplay experience analogous to your current situation.
Right. So it'll kind of, like the pacing of the game, like it keeps it a good pace.
Well, because the game it can tend to get I notice it gets very chaotic. It's a very fast pace. The zombies are very fast moving. Like, they're not Dead Rising zombies. They're not Shaun of the Dead zombies.
That's the example I always go to is Shaun of the Dead. Yep.
Yeah, they're not those kind of zombies. These are like terrifying. They're on a dead sprint. They're coming for you. And I mean, which basically raises like your heightened level of awareness like through the roof. Like, you almost have to be on your toes. But the good thing is the AI in the game helping you out, your 3 other teammates, they are very intelligent, and they're good to work with. Yeah,
it is.
It's a lot better than the Gears of War AI. The Gears of War AI is about useless if you're playing by yourself. It does sometimes. I don't know if you felt this way or not. I kind of felt like the game got a little disorienting at times.
How so?
Well, because like the game is very dark. Like, basically the entire game takes place at night, and you're going through like hospitals, or you're going through woods, or you're going through underground sewers where it's already super dark, and you got a flashlight. There's no lights down there, so you're pretty much determined. You're looking at everything through the end of a flashlight. And when there's an entire horde coming, and you're just spraying in circles, and you're surrounded, I did this thing where I kind of just held down fire and just
spun in
a circle.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like I did that a lot. And, with just the flashes of the bullets, and I almost feel like if you had epilepsy, it'd be really bad at certain points, because it's just strobe light effect as you're just trying to survive.
Well, you said it's a dark game, and I had an issue with that at times. It didn't happen too much, but when you go into a completely dark room and there would be some like wanderer zombies in there, the flashlight, the radius of the flashlight just was not big enough.
No. The construction zone was well lit. The hospital is fairly well lit. But once you get out into the woods and into the sewers, it's pretty much you're on your own, is what I noticed.
I didn't have a problem with the sewers.
Oh, you didn't?
I don't think so. Not like, I'm talking, if you're in the hospital, or like in just some random house and you go in some side room and it's just completely dark in there.
Right.
And you just, you're looking around and there's, I don't know, like just such a little circle with the flashlight. I didn't like that part.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah. There's not like almost like an iridescent glow almost off of the flashlight where you can see more of the room. Or
there wasn't that. Was it?
No. And I think that's what you're trying to say. Like, there wasn't like an additional kind of glow to the room. Like, if you're just trying to flashlight into a dark room yourself, you would get the main beam on the opposite wall, but there would be this also iridescent glow that would kind of light up the room a little bit, where you can kind of see the entire room. Kind of. There was none of that here. It was just, where you're looking is exactly where you're looking.
Yeah, again, I didn't find it to be like a huge problem, though. I don't know if it's that I just kind of suck at shooters, but honestly, it's probably that.
Right.
It's kind of hard to control. Well, I don't want to say hard to control.
The controls are very tight compared to like a Call of Duty or a Halo. like just not moving wise, but like rotate. I know exactly what you're trying to say. Rotating wise, it is very fast. It is very reactionary.
I
The
turned the
controls are great.
sensitivity down
Oh, you did?
for vertical and horizontal all the way.
Oh, I left them at default. Maybe that's where I went wrong.
It still did not feel like I could get that precise aiming though, honestly.
Right.
And I don't know if that's game or, again, it probably me just kind of sucking at those games, shooters.
Well, luckily the zombies were easy to kill. Like one shot to any part of the head or above the shoulders was pretty much.
The hitbox was pretty big on them. When he shot the zombie, like the physics of it was kind of weird at times.
You found they ragdolled
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, in a weird way. And the way
I noticed that too.
The way their arm flew off, it was weird. And I'm not complaining about it. Like, it was a game that came out in 2008.
Yeah. Yeah, this game really was a little ahead of its time.
Do you remember when this came out? Do you remember playing it?
I played a little bit the first year or so that it came. I didn't buy it, but I remember playing it at a friend's house, and my first comment was, "Man, this is just a really fast-paced game. Like, it's really fast-paced and chaotic." And then I finally get a chance to sit down and play with it, by myself, and nothing changed.
Mm-mm. I remember it being a little more jump scary.
Oh, do you?
I do. And I don't know why that was, because I didn't find it on this playthrough.
No, I didn't either. I was actually going into bathrooms where there was like a closed curtain, hoping there would be something back there just for that kind of factor, but there never was.
What do you think about the graphics?
Good, solid graphics for 2008. There was great small details. Like you could tell, like on the walls, that people had written notes and stuff.
Dude, that's funny because I have that written in my notes as well. Dude, I loved all the writing on the wall.
Oh, some of it was really sad, but some of it was kind of funny.
Yeah, it was.
I love the note that said, "I missed the internet."
Oh, I didn't see that one.
I love that.
There were like Bible, not Bible verses, but it said like Exodus 9:13 or some shit like that. There's one that said, "We are the real monsters."
You're right.
I'm like, damn, that's kind of deep.
Oh, I saw the one that was like a wife calling out her husband saying, "Clarence Jones, you coward, you let your children die," or something like that. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, this game, it had some humor at times.
It did.
With the dialogue between people. I can't think of anything specific that they said. Just like little one-liners. And
I can't get reloading out of my head. Heard that every 5 minutes.
So as far as like the one-liners that the people said and whatnot, there was a music director, like the AI director as well. And it would kind of determine what the people said in like a timely way.
Huh.
Now, there wasn't a lot of music in the game either.
Yeah, that was a big problem I had with it. Not a lot of music, yeah.
With the game though, like I don't think it needed a lot of music because the sound effects were pretty good in the game. You would hear the witch crying at times or the boomer, and you would be able to tell what kind of zombie it was based off the sounds, which I thought was pretty cool.
It was also very, I put unsettling. It was unsettling. Like when you hear a mob coming and you're just kind of like, from where? Like you just hear the groans and the growls.
You just turn around.
And there's like 50 of them running at you. It's like, oh shit. Which is great. Like there's not a lot of music in the game, but yeah, those kind of sound effects really add to that atmosphere.
The music, I think the only music that they really had was at different times there would just be a couple like piano notes.
Yeah.
And it was timely.
It was very timely, yes.
Like it always seemed like it was at the right time. And then when I was reading about the game, it was the music director. Like it kind of knew when to do it based off of what was coming up next. So it kind of all worked together.
Yes.
And I don't know if that's if it was like revolutionary at the time, but reading about the AI director, I'm like, that's fucking smart.
It's very smart, yeah.
So the official source of information of this podcast is Wikipedia.
Of course. They're on your side.
And I was surprised to find out how many copies of this game had sold.
I did not see that on there.
Where do you think this ranks in the best-selling 360 games?
It's got to be a top 10. Well, okay, best-selling 360 games?
Yep.
It's going to be behind Halo 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be behind probably the OG Red Dead.
Right.
It's going to be behind GTA 4.
Yep.
It's going to be behind, I'm going to say it's going to be behind the original Gears of War.
Yep.
But man, I can't really think of any other games that it's probably going to be behind.
How many games did you just name there?
4.
4.
I'm going to say it's probably 5th all time.
So think about, I don't know.
Oh, I guess I forgot Skyrim and Fable and let's see.
Okay, so you said you can't think of any more games this would be behind. You need to think about, I don't know, 45-ish more games that it would be behind. It's not even the top 50 selling games.
What?
Yeah, according to Wikipedia.
That's bananas because I feel like this game really set the bar for like zombie shooters.
Yeah, I mean,
like
when you think quintessential like zombie shooters, like I would think Left 4 Dead.
Right.
Yeah,
Left 4 Dead or like a Resident Evil, but Resident Evil's.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sold about 1 million copies.
And that's only 50th all time?
Yeah,
Man, I would have been way off on that. I guess, well, maybe Skyrim, Fable, maybe a couple of the Maddens. You see, the reason I said it was so high is because I was reading the publication award. Apparently, this game got Best Multiplayer Game at the Spike TV 08 Video Game Awards.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it probably should. So looking at this list really quick, number 1 would be Connect Adventures, 24 million. Number 2, Grand Theft Auto 5, 22.95
series. Yes.
You got Minecraft. The next 3 are Call of Duty, Skyrim, another Call of Duty, Halo, Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, Halo, Gears of War, Batman, Call of Duty, Fable, Call of Duty, Gears, Halo, Connect Sports. And we're at 20 right there. What else you got? Assassin's Creed, Uno, sold 2 million.
Nice.
Guitar Hero, Saints Row, Dead Rising, Rock Band, Mass Effect 2, Call of Duty, Fallout 3, BioShock, Crackdown, and just scrolling some more at 61 overall best-selling 360 games, Left 4 Dead with 1 million.
That seems really low because
yeah, for sure, dude.
There's a lot of people that have been like, "Hell, I love this game." Maybe they didn't go out and buy it. Maybe they just played with a friend. But
that's an interesting thought. So it's geared to be a co-op game.
Yes.
So inherently, do you sell less copies of it? Because, you know, like if it's a co-op game,
if you buy it,
you don't need to buy it.
I will come over to your house and play it, and then I won't have to buy it myself.
That's interesting. Yeah, but dude, I was surprised as shit to see that. Like not even in the top 50.
That's crazy though.
It's still like universally loved though.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, like Left 4 Dead 2 came out like a year later.
Wow, that was a quick turnaround.
It was quick. And Back 4 Blood just came out, you know, like last month.
Yes. And a lot of people when I was streaming Left 4 Dead for a while, and a lot of people were asking me if I had played Back 4 Blood yet, because they're like, "Oh man, that's so great." I've heard nothing but good things about it, and I'm so excited to finally get able to play it sometime. Maybe. Can I come over and play?
Tonight.
Can I come over and play?
You got any final thoughts?
I put that this is a fun game, but this is definitely one where I feel like you have to play with friends. Like you have to play co-op. Playing by yourself, it got kind of monotonous, and I'm just like, I don't feel like it was as fun because. I mean, and like you could play Gears of War by yourself, but there's at least collectibles in that, and it's a longer storyline, and you know.
Yeah, the story in this game, like, not there.
Right, and I was going to say, there's not really one.
No. I mean, a little bit, but it's not a story-based game, so I don't want to knock it for that. Like, it didn't try to have this big story. I agree. I enjoyed playing it by myself, but I played with my wife for a little bit. We played through, I don't know, 3-4 levels, and I had a lot more fun, even if she isn't the greatest gamer or anything. I don't want to knock her for that. But like I had a good time playing with her.
Yeah.
You know, just because it's meant to be like a co-op game. Like, fucking smoker over there.
Right. You're just yelling. Like you can tell when you're being funny, and then when the horde comes, everybody gets super serious and they start leaning forward.
And when you text me and said it was monotonous, I was surprised. I really was. I'm like, really? You thought it was monotonous? But the more I thought about it, I'm like, you know, you're probably right. Because level to level, it's really just the same. You don't have much change. I mean, the environment changed a little bit, but
yeah, you get 5 different zombies and 2 bombs and like 3 or 4 different guns.
Yeah,
it's like
and it's as far as the guns, it's just normal guns. You know, you got your shotguns. There's 2 variations of the shotgun. You got the pistol and you got the like a semi-automatic
Yeah,
rifle.
like a AK and like a Uzi.
Yeah. You know,
Go ahead.
the AI is solid in this game again, but it's not the same as having another player.
Right.
Overall, it's a fun game. Definitely better with people, but still fun, playing by yourself.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I had to give it 2 different grades.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what are your grades?
On the Weldy scale, I gave it an E-.
We're doing minuses.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm doing an E-. So it was extra good. I mean, I more than liked it, but it wasn't as extra good. But I think if you play with if you get 3 other people and play on a split screen, I think you're gonna have a better time.
Yeah.
So I gave it a W- if you play it with friends, as opposed to playing by yourself.
Yeah, and that's fair. I agree.
Okay.
I mean, I can't say anything better than what you just said.
Yeah, and I think
it's a good game, when you play by yourself, but it's better when you play with more people.
It's a lot better when you play with friends.
Yeah.
So grab three or 4 friends and go zombie killing this weekend.
Grab 3 friends, because if you grab 4 friends, somebody would have to sit out and watch.
Well, somebody's gonna have to grab me a beer. See
the
if I did
official
that?
beer guy.
That's exactly right.
I think that's going to do us for this episode.
I think you're right. So make sure you join us next week when Eric is going to make a dolphin, but he's going to make it out of brick and mortar.
Brick and mortar dolphin. I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
Okay. Follow Nick on Twitch. I don't think that's what you say. Subscribe.
Well, I mean, you can follow in. I mean, I would appreciate if they subscribe, but please just drop a follow.
Right. Watch Nick.
Thank you.
On Twitch at Weldy Time.
Yes.
And you could reach out to us on Twitter at retro_smashed. Join our Discord. Our Discord link is in the bio of our Twitter. And yeah, that's it. Nothing more. Okay.
Yeah. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and thank you for listening.
Yep.
Fuck, I gotta pee.